What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Strung Out. And we're going back to Twisted by Design for the final tune on the regular album. Once again, shout out to Paulie, though indeed, he sent me the version on their, or in their Anthology 1, or Volume 1 compilation, which includes 2 bonus tunes, Barfly and Ghost Town. So 2 more to go before we finish this, but it is the last track on the proper album, and as I mentioned, I think at the start of the album, and during whatever, I think actually Too Close to See, was that the... I think that was the original Strung Out reaction I did. But this is another one I remember. Now, I don't remember it as well lyrically as Too Close to See. What I do remember about it lyrically is that it relates to cutting someone out of your life, like cutting someone off, and perhaps, you know, someone who used to have a very significant role in your life. I don't remember the significance of Matchbook, though perhaps, you know, someone's number written on a matchbook, as people often do. Either way, we'll look up the lyrics afterward, but again, I remember it relating to choosing to remove someone from your life because, you know, you deem them to be no longer of a, or no longer a positive influence, or even, you know, a neutral influence. I would mention, I remember this song, like, basically, you know, late 90s, I was finishing high school and having my first, like, serious relationships, and you know, without giving you the full version, it was sort of complicated. The first couple girls I dated, they knew each other, and I started dating one, but like I ended up dating the other one, who like apparently had wanted to date me at first, but then like her friend got involved with me. Anyway, when one of those relationships ended, I remember hearing this song, and it was like, it felt very relevant in the moment. It felt like, you know, it was speaking to like some of my emotional experiences at the time. So it was one of those things where, like, you know, the song is about one thing, but then because you're a human who has perspectives, attitudes, and indeed experiences, when you hear lyrics, they're filtered through all of that. So even if you know they're about something specific that the person who wrote them felt or went through, or at least conceived of, the way they hit you will necessarily connect to points of commonality, at least, you know, as perceived through the lyrics. So as I said, we'll look for a full lyrical breakdown after, but this is Strung Out. The track is Matchbook, and it's a tune from their, or it's the final track on their 1998 album Twisted by Design. I love that guitar. Very emotional.
So here we stand and face each other. We've got nothing to say. Right back to another time when such was a welcome break. I'm sorry I could never really say all the things going on inside my head. Silence is just a fine impression of my world. Nothing's like it was before. Don't look back in it, you know it's all that you can see. But actions are like God to keep me warm in a new way. And all your words and all your actions don't mean anything to me. But I've got you all.
infomercial or something. I remember, I don't know how I like figured that out, or at least, you know, that was my working theory, is that it was some like you know, medical infomercial or some like psychological analysis. But seriously, like, I forgot like how monumentally like significant to me that tune was, and like it's all of it. It's, you know, it spoke to my experience at the time. Again, I was dating one girl, it sort of fell apart in this like complicated way, and then like I ended up dating the second girl, and like, so I was like simultaneously like upset, heartbroken, and also in love. Like, it was such a complicated time. But this song like related to the way I felt about that first like serious relationship I had, and it was like hard for me to like, you know, view it without emotion, to, you know, view it without anger, and like being, you know, disappointed by the way things had happened. And so again, just a lot of the lines in this like really spoke to my experience. So again, it's one of those things where like it had a personal connection right away, so it's one that stuck out to me as opposed to other tunes on the album, obviously. But I think it's a really well written song. Like, some of the lines, and indeed I'll just read it out so I don't like remember them mostly, but not exactly. Let's see. I can see it in your eyes, I can hear it in your voice. The signs are obvious that all we had has run its course. I don't mind giving up the upper hand in this little charade, because I've spent too many nights here on the floor waiting for something inside you to change. Don't look back in anger, that is all that you can say, because anger's all I got to keep me warm while you're away, or when you're away. And I know this is nothing new, but tonight it's all I know. Disconnect myself from your memory and never feel anything at all. To justify with all your words don't mean a thing to me, because I've got you off. I always thought it was cut you off, but that's interesting. So if I read that wrong, or if I was hearing that wrong, I've got you off. I don't know. I guess that does change the meaning of that like part specifically. Although I think the meaning overall seems largely what I've understood it to be. So here we stand and face each other, we've got nothing to say, a flashback to another time when silence was a welcome friend. Right, the like, you know, all you ever wanted, all you ever needed is here in your arms, words are very unnecessary, they can only do harm, that kind of thing. Well, I'm sorry I can never really say all the things going on inside my head. So, yeah, because now, like, not saying something, you know, you're being accused of, you know, not conveying, like, feelings, or not, you know, letting that other person in. Silence is a justified expression of my war now. Nothing's like it was before. Don't look back in anger. Now is that all you can say? Because anger is all I've got to keep me warm while you're away. All your words and all your actions don't mean anything, because I've got you off. Don't look back in anger. Don't look back in anger. Don't look back in anger. It's just a memory. And it's easy to forget your face. This part in particular, it's easy to forget your face, and it's easy to survive in this place without you. Without you. I just comb my hair and wash my face. Keep straight ahead and keep my pace. Don't think about nothing. I might never be alright. Well, I got my friends, I got my pen, I got a million distractions to keep me warm, and I know is that I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Well, I just like to tell the Shnootz of the very late 90s and early 2000s that you will also be alright, and, you know, that part of the song will stay true. Just keep getting up and doing what you do, and here we are, or here I am. But yeah, a really well-written tune, one that perhaps has like a slightly tweaked meaning in a couple points than I thought historically, but again, I think the overall direction or essence of the tune is what I thought it was. And yeah, like I said, I've been impressed by Strung Out's ability to speak on, you know, society and culture, but also like to turn inward to psychology in a lot of their tracks. So big shout out to that. Big shout out to Paulie once again for sharing all this. The next tune will be Barfly, which, is it a Bucko 9 cover? I mean, I have Barfly, the Bucko 9 album, I wonder. But Ghost Town, surely that's a specials cover, so we'll see what's up with that. Do let me know what you think of this, and I will see you next time. Peace.